Guys, so since I didn't have a review on Threadripper, I figured I'd cover the board that I was using the entire time. This is actually the x399 gaming Asrock Fatality board. It is running an 8-phase, true 8-phase, with no doublers that I can tell. And I believe it is International Rectifier 3555M. It is running a 3-phase for the SoC, also International Rectifier 3555M. I don't know what these chips are for the memory, but it's dual channel. I need to get my magnifying glass out and see. Electrically speaking, it's 16x, 8x, 16x, 8x. It is full of, I believe the correct term is tantalum caps. There's like no caps in the socket area whatsoever. It's all tantalum. You got some regular caps over here, but tantalum all over the place on this thing. It's got 1, 2, 3 M2s. I believe this is an ultra. I believe this is an ultra, and this is a regular. The board works really good. It's got some teething issues with the BIOS, but we're working on that. It's got a B-clock chip. It's got the old style BIOS chip. I think they had those way back in the day. As you can see, this board is actually missing a lot. It is missing, this is the way I was using it. It does not have VRM syncs at all. It is not indicative of real world / retail. It is missing I believe this is a gigabyte LAN. So, I mean, this I would call this board, at this point in time, I would call this more of like an ES board, prototype. It has rework on it. I'm not going to point out where, but I use a soldering iron. I'm very familiar with what rework looks like, and I see rework on the board. So, I do not think this was a final sample. It's got 6-pin power for the PCIe lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 SATA. I don't even know what those things are. I don't use them. All in all, it's a pretty good board. I had it populated with a 4x16 gig config, and it worked really well in that configuration. I did not have all 8 DIMMs populated because I don't have enough memory to populate them. I do, but mismatched in worst case scenario, and I really don't want to deal with that. It's got 8-pin, 4-pin for the power. It's got plenty of fan headers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's about it. 5 fan headers on this board. That thing in my case that I was using, I actually couldn't plug into it. So I don't even know what it's for, but I couldn't plug into it. I didn't read, I think it says COM1. So whatever, I couldn't plug into it. The board was literally, I bought a mid ATX form factor, and I mean literally it was like, it was sandwiched in there pretty good. It was tight. The Wi-Fi device is removable, as on the x370 boards. I kind of like this because I can pull it. In fact, I have it pulled on this particular Tai Chi that's running right now. This board is pretty much going to be my personal board for debugging and reporting stuff to Asrock. See if we can get the BIOS running really good. I would be doing way more BIOS reporting on my Tai Chi if it wasn't for the fact that my Tai Chi is my personal board I paid for, and it is a bench board. It has been under LN2 3 times. It's covered by 3 layers of conformal. It has DIMM slots blocked off of the racer. I actually dug an M2 out of a racer that was cram packed with a racer out just to use it last night because I couldn't get it to boot with my other M2, which probably broke from one of my LN2 sessions. So, I mean, a board like that I've used the way I've used it is not really a good board for bug reporting accurately. Accurate bug reporting. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Tell them, oh, well, on this BIOS, my M2 doesn't work. Well, what did you do with the board? Oh, I benched on an LN2 3 times, put it on phase 6 times, had condensation issues, burned a memory slot. I mean, you don't bug report like that. That's stupid, and it's a waste of their time, waste of my time. So, anyway, this board will be dedicated to air and debugging purposes, and hopefully we can get the board to perform really, really well. It was actually doing really good to begin with, but I think it can do better, and I think just in general, the Asrock product of today is the build quality is really, really good on their high-end products. I wouldn't buy it if I didn't think it was a good product, and I bought that one. I think it's a very solid product that just needs a lot of BIOS work, and it needs good people behind the board reporting properly to get the BIOS up to snuff. So anyway, this is the Asrock Fatality board. Oh, I forgot to mention, has power and reset. So does the Tai Chi. I'm actually probably going to pick up a Tai Chi myself. I'm more of a grassroots guy. I don't like the top end. I like the bang for buck. So if I was to buy a board right now, at this point in time, it might be the Tai Chi or it might be the Asus. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, that about sums it up. Wait till I get a chip back in this board and we'll see what we can do.